Good morning, everybody. Auntie Z here. I want to just share with you some of the things that I do when I break my fast. So this is Saturday, the 16th of November 2019. And generally during the weekends, what I try to do is I break my fast earlier because the whole family is eating and there is a lot of temptation. Okay, so I just prefer to also break my fast, but I make sure that I eat whole foods. I make sure that I nourish my body really well. So the first thing that I start with, like when I break my fast, is I have a warm cup of apple cider vinegar water. Very, very important. You can see there it reads the mother, unpasteurized, naturally gluten free. This is the one you should get. I'm going to talk about this in a separate video. I'm going to actually make a video on this and talk about it. So, and then you want to make sure that you're feeding your body with very, very essential nutrients on an empty stomach. This is the time when the stomach is able to absorb all the nutrients. Okay, you don't feed your body with nutrients when you have eaten, I don't know, a plate of I don't know, agege bread and stuff like that, and you've blocked all the GI tract from even absorbing anything. Okay, you're fed the unhealthy bacteria, and I'm going to talk about the GI tract in another video as well. As a matter of fact, I already talked about that in our group, the super fast weight loss group, the importance of the GI fast. So to cut a long story short, this is what I'm going to have. I'm going to go ahead and juice this. I always have just a small apple like this. If you see, I put the apple in the palm of my hands and it feels it. So, oh, sorry, it almost fell. So you see that this apple, I always talk about my hand, my portion, because we don't want to be continuously weighing stuff. So I can actually do this because I have made the observation that generally foods that fill the palm of my hands are generally my portion. And it's going to be the same for you. So it is your hand, your portion. God is great. He actually designed everything for a purpose. So your hands are not only to use it and slap somebody or point fingers. Do you understand? But you can actually also measure your portion with your hands. So in the case of this apple, I have this small apple. It's actually, look at that. I don't know if it's even clear. Anyway, so I have this small apple, and you are going to be surprised if I were to weigh this apple. It's not going to be more than 200 grams. Sorry, I just want to demonstrate that for all of us so that we can see, because you know I like demonstrations. So I have my scale here. I'm going to put it on, and then let us go ahead and weigh this apple. See, it's actually just 115 grams. So I'm good to go, because I know that my carbohydrates will be on point. You guys know that I'm trying to reverse my type 2 diabetes. So it is very, very important for me to make sure that I'm consuming non-starchy carbohydrates mostly, and that my carbohydrate portions are on point. So this is just 115 grams. So generally, you should have about 100 grams when you put food in your palm like this, depending on the type of food that you're putting there. Some will be 150, some will be, but generally it's not going to be more than 150 or 200 grams, depending on the food that you have in your palm. Okay, so then I have a small piece of ginger, and I'm going to share all the benefits of this individual foods in separate videos. I can't do that now because it's going to take a lot of time and I have to prepare my meal. Then I have a very small lemon here. This one too is in the palm of my hands. You see that it's pretty small. It's smaller than the apple. So if I were to measure that, you are going to see it's barely 100 grams. That one I can tell you for sure. Yeah, you see, so 65 grams of lemon that I have peeled. Then I have cucumber here. Generally, what I like to do with my cucumber is I like to just have it the length of my palm like this. Do you see how much it is? And this, you'll be surprised to know that this is more than 100 grams. It should actually be 200 grams of cucumber. But the good thing with cucumber is that you know that it is 95% of water. Okay, very low in carbohydrates, and the carbs are on a non-starchy carbohydrates, so it's good for me. Let me go ahead and weigh that. See? So I told you 183 grams, and you have to give it to Auntie Z, because I've spent my time weighing things, measuring with the palms and looking at the equivalent, so that you just know. So for me, the advantage of this is that now I don't need to have my scale to be weighing everything that I want to eat. I just use my palm. So for cucumber, I just use my hand, my palm length. You see, from this area to where my fingers are, not really up to there. So I know that I have about 180 200 grams of maximum of cucumber. All right, then here I have this small piece of salad. It's actually already not so fresh, but I'm going to remove these leaves. But this is a chicory salad. We have it this way. I don't know if you have it in Cameroon, Nigeria, but this is a great salad because it has that bitter taste to it. An alternative would be to use, bitter leaf that has been washed, but not really washed, that has some of its bitter taste to it. Or you can use ugu. Some people said I have ugu there, so I'm going to use some of the leaves also and see. Very, very nutritive, very good for digestion, very good to feed the good gut bacteria. And what that helps to do, I'm going to talk about it in subsequent videos. Then I have here a handful of what stems are these? Leeks. Is this leeks? No. Celery sticks. There you go. Celery sticks. So it's just about the same palm length if I were to put it on my palms, and if I were to measure that as well, you're going to see that I don't have more than, I'm not sure that I have more than 200 grams. Yeah, so these ones don't even weigh. Look at that. Just 100 grams. So all in all, this is what I'm going to be using today for my drink. And I'm going to fortify my drink with some more fiber, because fiber is the most essential, one of the most essential nutrients for the body, for weight loss, for reversal of type 2 diabetes. I will talk about that in a subsequent video. All right, let's go ahead and blend this up. Okay. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and blend this. So I just wanted to show you, this is going to yield about 400 grams or 400 milliliters of green juice, just like so. Look at that, 400 milliliters. This is also good because it's water, so we have to drink our fluids, but don't drink calories. Drink your fluids. Get water from fruits and vegetables like this, at the same time getting in all the necessary vitamins that you need. Okay, now that this is ready, I'll just pour it in like this, just like so. Look at that green goodness. Love it. Oh, there you go. Looks like this. So I'm going to be having this for breakfast. I'm going to drink this before I eat anything. Also, once I drink my juice, 30 minutes later, I'm going to now eat this fried eggs. These are 2 eggs that are fried with tomatoes, onions, leafy spices. Delicious. I fried it with oil. Yeah, 1 tablespoon of oil, and that's just it actually. So this is going to be my breakfast. And during the day at noon, I might make a video if I have the chance to do so, and I'm going to show you guys what I eat. Or maybe if you want, if you request it, I can show you what I eat in a day, like most YouTubers do. Generally, I want to show you, but to be quite honest, these days I've not had time to really shoot videos. So generally, this is a simple breakfast. The eggs are there for protein. Sometimes I do tofu stir fry like this with the same ingredients, but just that I replace eggs with tofu just to get my proteins from vegetables. Okay, so generally I eat eggs, but I eat eggs just once in 2 weeks highest generally. Then I have my drink here, which of course I'm going to start with. Okay, so this is how I break my fast, especially during the weekend when I have to eat, because it's very, very tempting to have everybody breakfast and you are not eating anything. Guys, if you like this video and you want me to share more ideas like this, if you want to see what I eat in a day, the days that I'm eating, let me know and I'm going to provide you with all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic weekend, guys, and remember, I will be live at 2 p.m. to talk about all about diabetes, the types, as the second in the series. All right, guys, love you. Bye.